enforce a dress code anymore.
This might be the most embarrassing thing I've heard in a CBA in history.
That there's no dress code.
There is no more dress code. Can you imagine top lawyers getting together and having this discussion?
Can you wear sneakers
Who
with
brought
the
this up? I want to know who brought this up.
Yeah, well, what has been the dress code?
Suit-ish? Suit, no tie?
Yeah. No longer required to dress in any specific way. I don't know.
Let me ask you guys, would you make your guys
top?
still, would you still say to your team, we're dressing up here? Or do you just not care?
Just look like a pro, right? At the end of the day, just look like a pro.
My team's still dressing up.
I think it's bush league. I really do. I don't think it should be written there. I think the team should deal with their own players and say, hey, we expect you to dress
When
like
did
a pro.
When did this become important?
Like, did some player get mad and say, go to the CBA?
I grew up
about it?
watching Sittler and McDonald, my heroes. I don't ever recall once wondering what they're wearing to the game.
It used to be a big part of our pregame show with Ron McLean and Grapes. Oh, look at the
God, Grapes love the good
We
suit.
could be blaming Grapes on this one.
I don't know. Grapes had it right. Get the boys coming in looking good. Let's go.
I love Grapes' comments on, hey, 2 minutes for looking great.
Oh, that was the
Coyle, by the way.
rocket.
Coyle to Columbus, by the way. Yeah.
Who?
Charlie
Coyle.
To Columbus
To
from
Columbus.
Colorado.
All right, another guy off my list.
Why?
Because they need the money. Colorado needs the space.
And
No, I
Columbus
know,
needs
but why
NHL
would-
players.
Why would Columbus take him? Did they not watch him play last year?
Listen,
Oh, no. Hey.
maybe you got to get to a floor too.
I heard they were in the hunt for the kid on the blue line. I heard they were in Dobson race to get him.
There was a report they offered 14 and 20, and Voronkov was the ask. Which, if I'm the Isles, I like that package better.
So,
Yeah, I would
how much
take
better?
that.
How much better did Montreal get, Mac?
I think they got a lot better. I mean, if he puts up, with the kid and him and Hudson on the blue line, it gives them a whole different dimension as far as puck movement. I mean, they're a very solid D right now. I think it's a great move for them. And Dobson, I'd like to see him play a little tougher game, especially in front of his own net. But overall, they should be one of the best puck moving teams in the league with that addition.
Yeah, Matheson moves it and can skate. That Caden Cooley's coming along. Carrier.
Yeah, we hear
Big time.
the Oilers very aggressive on a goaltender here, but in the meantime, Trent Frederick signs an 8-year deal officially at $30.8 million. Mac, like, why 8 years? I don't see this.
I don't either. I like Frederick. I like his game. I like his energy. I like his bite. Who was the guy the Islanders signed for
Engvall.
7 years? Oh my God, I forgot.
I had that in my pocket.
You know why I retired?
Yeah.
Where did that? So this one is, to me, it's kind of goofy. I don't get it.
We haven't had a chance to have you weigh in on some of the other deals. Were you surprised that Vancouver picked up Evander Kane?
I don't mind the Kane deal. I mean, he's got 1 year left. They are, and you know what? I can't believe it. He's a Canadian. He is a Canadian. So they've got 2 now on their team, I think.
Oh boy.
Oh
boy.
That's great. That's great. I'm thrilled.
The
that
second
they
Canadian
signed a
forward?
Canadian. What?
There's a good chance he'll be on his best behavior.
I got to be careful. I was out by the reception last night, and I had a lot of people chirping me about, being tough on Vancouver. I must have said something about Demko at one time, did I? Anyway, they were giving me the shots last night.
Would you trade him now, Mac, or would you take your chances on him coming back and being healthy and being the goalie that everybody knows that he can be a top guy?
Look, he looked like he was getting ready to be one of the top goaltenders in the league. He really did. This injury is concerning because it seems to have hung around way too long. I would not be moving him. If Vancouver had any chance of making the playoffs, Demko has got to be their MVP. or near the top of the list. He's got to regain his game, and if he does, they can be a competitive team.
Asking me close on, like, do you trust Lankinen and Shelovs? That's
The depth's there.
yeah.
Shelovs was real good in the American League playoffs, but I always find it's a little different, the two leagues, you know?
Is there?
Kip was a star in Baltimore when I had him. He was a star.
He was a star, a
It
leader.
Really, he got called up at playoff time. I had him for, I think, one round in the playoffs, and you got called up, and it killed my team. I mean, you were that valuable in the American League, you know?
I made it up to you because I brought you to Sportsnet, and look at you, your books now and speaking appearances.
Yeah, I know. You know, you really have been instrumental in my career. There's no denying that. You and Bob McCowan, brought me there. There's so many people brought me to Sportsnet, but they weren't. I didn't notice you in there hammering away at them to get me a new deal.
I was just trying to save more for me.
Yeah,
all right. Well, listen, we'll let you go because we know you've, you got to calm yourself down. I know you get nervous at these things.
I'm back on at 1:00, which is in 35 minutes, and it's very exciting. It's like you're speaking at a place where there's no hockey. You know, it's bizarre. You know, it's the draft, and it feels like I'm in some place that has no hockey. You know?
All right.
I hope the GMs are enjoying their war room.
Okay, well, listen, do we have another show next week? We got more shows next week.
We have 5 full shows, including Friday.
Friday. Don't go too
I
far.
thought this was it.
We need you once more, buddy.
We need you once more.
Well, you know what? Because I'd like to have a nice farewell.
Yes.
You know, that ended on a really positive note because, as guys announce their retirement, I'm really excited about announcing mine.
Well,
don't.
on that, we'll leave the listeners and the watchers hanging for at least another week.
Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. It was nice to rush over here to get in my hotel room to get set up.
Yeah,
for this.
it's a beautiful suite. We can see you on the Zoom. It's a beautiful suite.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Boy, I can't hang
What
a
is that,
picture
pale
for you.
yellow?
I'm speaking at the JW Marriott, is where I'm speaking, but I'm not staying there. But I can see it from my hotel.
Motel. All right. Doug McLean, everybody.
Thanks, Mac.
Have
All
fun, guys. Have fun.
Former National Hockey League president, if you can remember that far back.
Does good work for us, man.
I enjoyed that thoroughly.
Yes.
All right. Where else you guys want to go?
84 games. It's crazy.
Not really.
Yes, it is.
It's just
Chipper.
two
No,
more. And
Yeah.
they like the money.
It's 10 too many before they went to 84.
I know, but you're just married to it, and
No, you're not.
you're just dropping 2 games from the front, albeit exhibition. It doesn't really matter. You still got to get dressed. You got to go eat a meal. You got to go to the rink. You're just passing it on.
You're just counting more games where the players aren't game ready. You know, which is I don't care about. Whatever, that's fine. Go ahead. But I don't know. There's so many bad games over the course of the year because the guys just can't get up for 100
You're not
hockey
getting an
games.
argument out of me. I get all of it, but they're going to find every which way to find a nickel in a couch.
More than ever, playoffs are just a different sport. You cannot bring the pace, intensity, commitment that you saw from Florida, from all these other teams, getting in front of pucks. You can't do it all year long. So you're almost playing a different game, like as the season gets longer.
It's just more games for top guys to get injured before the play. Like, I don't know. I think there's too many games in all of the sports, except, I like there being baseball every night in the summer. So never baseball. And there's a couple too many in the NFL probably. But specifically basketball and hockey. I have always thought there's just way too many games. So, I don't know. You're just kind of devaluing your own. Owners probably like a couple of home dates, I would imagine.
No, but they only get one more, right?
Yeah.
The other guys get them, and then you get one more home day. What does that make you? $50.
That's what they care about, buddy. And playoff cap, I would say that I'm
Frustrated.
pretty disgusted that we've come here and the Leafs never took advantage once.
And like during their prime era
The
here,
most perfect time to
like
use
their
it.
division was
This
all
was
over
the
it.
year.
Tampa
Obviously,
Bay, Florida.
like putting Matthews on LTIR with his mystery back or wrist or whatever the hell's wrong with him. Putting him on LTIR and using that money to hugely
You
improve your
weren't going
team.
to take You weren't going to take Matthews out of the lineup and stick him back in right at the playoffs.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
No.
Kachuk did it. They literally did it with Matthew Kachuk.
I know, but Kachuk he ripped his groin.
And
then-
Matthews took an international flight to see a world-renowned weird doctor in Germany.
Yeah,
Like,
in
you had an
November.
alibi.
November.
You had an alibi. You had an alibi.
Sammy,
Alibi.
for you to think that Tavares was going to shut it
No,
down
Matthews.
and Matthews was going to shut it down in November.
No, you're right. He had to go play
You're
for America. You're
nuts.
right. You're right. He had to go play for America, which means more.
You're
to him, so.
nuts.
We have, after break, let's talk more about Dobbs. Montreal.
Game time.
I'll do game time too. I'll do the game time too. But I will say we were talking about the grapes and the. I love that.
Yeah.
I can't believe that they're gonna wear anything other than a suit into a hockey game. It's just like the most beautiful tradition ever. But I remember, I think it was the 2010 Olympics. He like did like a side by side, and he had all the Canadian guys coming in wearing like look at these beautiful boys that all wearing their suits. And it was the American guys wearing like their like
Track
jumpsuits,
suits
and
or
he's like, "Oh, that's fantastic." I was like, yeah. It's like one of my favorite TV
Mark
segments
my
ever.
words. Dubas's Penguins will have no dress code next year.
That's-
he was always his thing was wear whatever makes you feel sexy. That was his slogan.
When do you ever feel sexier than when you have a suit on?
That's what I would be wearing.
Suit.
Yes.
You're in the National League. Put on a suit.
Yeah,
Treat
I
it.
know. I
Treat it
played
like
my
such.
best when I felt sexiest.
Yes.
Yes, attaboy. All right.
Direct correlation.
It's game time presented by Bet365. Visit the app's latest odds and find out why it's ever ordinary at Bet365. Must be plus. There.